Oh, that woman.
Isn't she the Golden Rakshasa?
And that black-haired guy!
Whoa! He's super famous! Huh, it's him.
Seriously?
Oh dear. How unexpected.
The Ashen Chevalier.
No way.
What?
That girl is...
Attention! I will have silence! We will now begin the entrance ceremony for Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. The opening speeches will be omitted. We will begin by announcing class assignments. First, Class 8, Combat Tactics. The instructor is Randolph Orlando.
Right. Step forward when I call your name. Jessica, Wayne, Sydney, Maya, Ash, Freddy, Gustav, and Leonora. You 8.
Next, Class 9, Military Finance. The instructor is Toa Herschel.
I'll call out names now. Sandy, Kyrie, Tita, Louise, Tatiana, Valerie, Muse, Pablo, and Stark. There are 9 of you in total.
Class 8 and Class 9. Combat Tactics and Military Finance. Then the ones left over are...
Silence! We will now have a word from our principal. Principal, if you would.
I am Aurelia Le Guin, principal of the branch campus. As some of you are new to Erebonia, not all of you may be familiar with my name. That, however, is of little concern to me. A few of you may have noticed already, but I'll spell it out for the rest. This school is a trash bin. Thor's main campus will be welcoming the Crown Prince this year. As such, it will go through heavy reform. This campus is a place they can toss aside those deemed too troublesome, or those with problematic backgrounds. Just like that, all of you, our instructors, and even myself, are here because we have been tossed aside.
Hey now.
No, Principal Le Guin. That is far too...
However, there is a saying, be ever vigilant as though the world is a battlefield. Such a mindset is difficult to learn in times of peace. However, the situation we find ourselves in is a perfect environment for it. Those who lack the resolve to better themselves, to reforge themselves in the fires of adversity, leave now, or you run the risk of leaving later, in Adios's arms. Very well. In that case, I welcome each and every one of you to Thor's Military Academy's branch campus. Arise, O youth, and become the foundation of the world. I greet you with these familiar words from Emperor Dreigels.
Well, I'm nice and overwhelmed now, but...
Just where are we supposed to go?
General, Principal, could I get you to announce the final class?
Huh?
Very well. We'll be picking up after the main campus's classes 1 through 6, with our own classes 7 through 9. The 3 of you make up Class 7, Special Operations. Your instructor will be him, Reen Schwarzer.
This one's on me.
Wow, thank you so much. Instructor!
You guys.
We just heard from Instructor Toa. Is it true? Did you really get orders from the Imperial government? Are you really going to be heading off without us?
Well,
That would explain Major Arundel's presence here.
So it's true then?
it's true. Our special ops missions are done for now. Work on your exercises with Class 8 and Class 9.
But...
Understood. Then I shall join.
No exceptions. That includes you, Altina.
What? But I need to provide support.
Regardless of your other circumstances, you're still a student of the branch campus. I can't allow my students to get dragged into my personal business. Major Lecter understands this too. I think this is a good opportunity for you. Stay with Yuna and Kurt.
But I...
Allow me to ask one thing.
What is it?
It looks like you've accepted help from a member of the Arcade School. Is the Vander School? Am I not enough?
That's right. You're not. The fact that you're one of my students aside, it doesn't matter how much talent you have or that you've managed to reach intermediate level at your age. I can't take someone who lacks confidence and conviction to such a dangerous place.
Excuse me.
Hey, Kurt! Come with me, Allie.
Sheesh. Just when I was starting to change my mind about you.
But of course, he's the true hero of Crossbell. He beat down an evil cult and arrested the dictator mayor.
Excuse me?
Before the annexation, the Crossbell Police Department had a division called the Special Support Section. The man we're talking about was its leader. He and the other members overcame so much together. And now, he's a fugitive in his own home, Lloyd Banning's. Instructor Randy was a member of the SSS too, actually.
Instructor Randolph worked alongside someone like that? So if this man is a fugitive, what has he done? Did he resort to terrorism in an attempt to free Crossbell?
Don't even joke about that! I mean, sure, he's in hiding now, but he's just trying to help Crossbell get its freedom back. Not to mention, he's helping people in trouble and hunting down cryptids. There's absolutely no way someone like him is a criminal. He and his friends are the ones in the right.
This is...
The thing that wiped out an entire Calvardian airborne division.
Not quite. Presenting the Ion Type Beta 2, the newest model, fresh off the assembly line.
Well, we don't have the Septarian's power, so we can't show off its full potential. But if you wait a bit longer, we'll be able to show you a trick or two.
No, we wouldn't dream of getting in the way of your inspection or your field exercises. So ta-ta for now.
Shut the hell up!
Huh?
Juna?
I've sat here and listened to your nonsense long enough. This is our country, and you think you can come in here and do whatever you want! And now, to top it all off, you bring that thing back with you! I can't. I'll never forgive you!
Juna. Wait.
Well, well, aren't you a spirited one? I take it you're a local. But really, what are you going to do about it? Just going to take all that righteous rage and charge in alone?
If that's what it takes, then yes. But I'm not the only one who calls Crossbell home. The Special Support Section will fight too. Lloyd, Arios, Yin, Noel, Mr. Dudley, Chief Sergei, even Zeit, Ellie, and Tio too. And Randy's already here! There's no way the SSS will let the likes of you run free!
Has this been on her mind this whole time?
Juna?
The Special Support Section, hmm? Well, they certainly would be quite the opponents, but I believe they're a bit tied up at the moment, courtesy of His Excellency, the Governor General. Huh?
Wait, Mishlam is blockaded, so does that mean...
The blockade wasn't to stop them from entering Mishlam. It's to keep them from leaving.
So they're keeping everyone affiliated with the SSS penned up in Mishlam.
Don't misunderstand. It isn't as though we have them chained up or anything of the sort. We've simply turned Mishlam into a birdcage to keep Bannings, the Zero Child, the Divine Blade of Wind, and Yin out of our business. Military police affiliated with the SSS, such as Second Lieutenant Noel and Chief Sergei, were also given orders that took them to Mishlam. Isn't that right, Major Michael?
Yes, including Speaker McDowell and his granddaughter.
How could you? Why? Why would you?
Don't you get it? It's so they can't go and save the day. The Special Support Section, the heroes of the past, are now nothing more than a nuisance to the Empire. But they can't charge them with anything and lock them up, because that would anger all the dear little citizens. So they're just going to stop them from helping, making them slowly fade from people's minds until they're completely forgotten. Though in actuality, they could wipe those nobodies out at any time if they really wanted to.
Kinda leaves a bad taste in my mouth, though. Always wanted to go around with the Divine Blade of Wind.
Juna...
Are you all right?
Olivert! Everyone! Rean, are you okay? You're here.
I take it you've cleared the building of archaisms?
All done with your little objections? If so, we'll finally be taking our leave.
What?
That's...
Later, Kruger. See you around, Ashen Kid. The debaucherous prince, too.
Once our experiment is successful, we'll come say hello again. I can't thank you enough for being such excellent company this fine evening.
Did all that really just happen?
Well, the immediate threat has passed, but I suppose it's time for our hero to get to work.
You...
Why?
Juna?
What are you...
Why? Why are you all trying to take away our pride? You occupied us, dragged us into your war with Calvert, brought those horrible cannons into our country. And now our light, our one last hope. Give it back! Give us our Crossbell back! The free city where anyone
A year and a half ago, the Empire took over Crossbell without any bloodshed. Of course, Calvard wasn't about to let that stand. Their military strength is about even with Erebonia's. Calvard's armored aviation divisions are full of highly mobile tanks and gunships. They invaded Crossbell to try and drive out the Imperial Army. The Imperial Army held them off with their Panzer Soldats, but during the first few battles, there were a number of gunships that broke through the front lines. Because the occupation was so sudden, most of the citizens were in a panic. Most people fled the city, hoping they'd be away from the fighting in rural towns or remote mining villages. We had the same idea, and tried to at least get Ken and Nana to safety in Armorica village. I had just gotten back from the police academy and got an acquaintance to help drive us to the village. That's when it happened. On the way there, we encountered a Calbardian gunship. It was hit by Imperial fire, and I'm sure the pilot started to panic. It started firing at us. Even though we were clearly not a military transport, our driver tried to maneuver around it, but the vehicle took a hit and we were all thrown out of it. It was frustrating. I felt so powerless. All my training at the police academy didn't help one bit. I threw myself on top of Ken and Nana, swearing I'd make sure at least they survived. And then a gray shadow swooped down on us. It looked like a giant statue of a knight had come to life. With one swing of its sword, it cut off the gunship's rotor, letting it land a ways away. And just like that, we were saved.
Are you all right? Is anyone injured?
I heard the voice of a young man coming from inside the giant knight. I found out later. That was the first official mission of the man now known as the Ashen Chevalier.
expect to find such an authentic bathhouse all the way out here. What a pleasant surprise.
Now that I think about it, it's probably the principal's doing.
I heard this place was changed a lot when they renovated it into a dormitory. Apparently, it was once the mansion of a fallen noble family.
Ah yes, I've heard that same story. It seems the family had to let go of their holdings 10 years ago after the head of the family was conned by an unscrupulous merchant. Though I heard they've since started up their own business outside the country.
I see.
Sheesh. How do you know all this stuff?
I feel like I've heard a story like that before. Hope you don't mind if we come in.
Oh, Instructor Toa.
Will you be joining us?
Not just her. I'll be joining you ladies as well.
Whoa! An overwhelming presence. Oh, I'm so sorry we've been hogging the bath.
Oh, not at all. I figured now would be a perfect chance to get to know my students better.
We'll try not to rain on your parade.
There's nothing like a nice soak in the bath after a long day. Seems like you girls were having quite the discussion in here. You all trying to get with Schwarzer?
Get with? Yes, that's the plan.
That wasn't quite what we were talking about.
Well then, let me give you all some advice. He may seem polite and friendly, But he can actually be pretty single-minded, and at times outright stubborn. With that in mind, the best way to get your hooks in him is to set up just the right mood and lure him somewhere where you have the advantage.
Really?
Interesting. Huh. For stubborn men, you need to set the right mood.
Be sure to take thorough notes, Elise.
Muse, please. Principal!
Glory Hound? He probably put a lot of thought into this, you know. But it is true he's always rushing off on his own to save the day.
Damn it! Now that I'm thinking about it, it really pisses me off!
I do agree to some extent.
I think he's doing a pretty good job, all things considered.
That's just what a real man is like. He tries to be strict, but melts into being oh so sweet. He'll spend hours caring for you before sparing a second for himself. Someone as dashing yet kind as him would make any girl's heart flutter.
What? Speak for yourself!
A player as clueless as him is the worst kind.
Yes. Very well put.
Harsh words, but he does bring it on himself.
It's part of his charm.
Again?
They sure like to be flashy.
The intervals are getting shorter.
The battle must be reaching its climax.
Yeah, we need to get going.
Time is of the essence.
Okay. Class 7, let's move out! And now, I feel like maybe there's a future. Where people from both Crossbell and Erebonia can laugh together as friends. Darn it, instructor! I was so close to saying it! You're so frustrating. Nothing. Instructor? Is it okay if I, take a picture? I'm sure you already know, but my brother and sister are big fans of the Ashen Chevalier. I never really had a good chance to ask, but I thought maybe now might be a good time? What? Well... fine. I'll do it. I'll do it for Ken and Nana. Thank you so much! I'm sure Ken and Nana will love it.
Yeah, me too. I found out there are people here with hearts just as strong as the ones I look up to back home. Thank you so much, Instructor Reen.
Instructor?
Where am I? Oh, right. This must be Emma's hometown. Altina. Guess I've kept her pretty worried all this time. She must have fallen asleep watching over me.
Instructor Rean?
Oh, morning, everyone. Sorry, looks like I overslept a bit. And we have so much to talk about, too.
Thank goodness! I was almost afraid you'd never wake up!
You guys. She's not the only one. We've all been ill at ease. Even after we managed to escape, the moment we made it to Erin, you were out for nearly an entire day.
We've all been taking turns waiting ever faithfully by your bedside, old and new Class 7 alike. And I, for one, relish the opportunity to gaze longingly at your sweet sleeping face, like a vision into my future.
Really, Muse? I mean, really?
Floozy's gonna flooze. Anyway, stop coddling him already. The guy's a grown-ass man.
So you say, but you were just as eager as the rest of us to stand watch.
Oh yeah, I thought for sure you'd just ditch, going on and on about how much you don't care.
Oh, it was just so sweet. He sat right by your side, the very picture of concern.
Like hell I did! Quit making shit up, you damn snitches!
It's good to have you back with us, Ash. I wasn't sure if you were okay, let alone if I'd ever see you again. Class 7 just wouldn't be the same without you.
Well, what can I say? Shit happens. Besides, I wasn't the one chained up in a workshop. Compared to you, I've had it easy.
I suppose so. And Muse, I know this puts you in a difficult spot, but either way, thank you for coming back. You still have your own moves to play. I understand that. But for now, I'm glad you've decided to be here with us.
As am I. Though frankly, even I'm not quite sure how it happened. I suppose I have no choice but to stay right at your side until I find out.
Glad to hear it.
Ugh, there she goes again.
But it wouldn't be the same without her.
As for you two, Juna, Kurt, it seems you spared no effort coming to my aid. I can't thank you enough for that.
Oh.
Instructor.
Well, I mean, we kinda owed you, you know? You've come to our rescue plenty of times. It's only right we return the favor.
If there's one thing you've taught us, it's to think and act for ourselves. Having the opportunity to put those lessons into practice was an experience unlike any other. But even then, we owed the bulk of our success to the old Class 7, and everyone else who had our backs.
Still, thank you all the same.
Allie?
Rise and shine, Sleepy Bunny.
Why is everyone here? Oh.
Good morning, Altina. I can only imagine all the struggles and doubts you must have gone through, but you never stopped moving forward with everyone else. I'm proud of you. It's good to be back.
Instructor Rean!
All right. Seems we're all forgetting the most important part.
Maybe it's a little unfair of us to steal the first chance, but nevertheless, shall we?
Welcome back, Instructor Rean.
Well, I mean, of course I have. After all, I've learned more in Class 7 than I ever could have imagined. And, it may not be obvious, but I'm actually the kind of girl who thrives on positive reinforcement, you know? Wait. What's gotten into me? I'm not... Am I? There's no telling what the future holds. I have to face these feelings while I still can. It's different from Crossbell. When he saved me. I've never felt like this before. I like you, Instructor. I didn't even realize it at first. But I think I've felt this way for a while now. Ever since that day in Crossbell. The day you saved me. Instructor Reen? Do you have a minute? It might have taken me a while to say this, but when all's said and done, I'm glad I came to the Empire. Glad I became a part of Class 7. The more time I spent with everyone, the branch campus, the instructors, the old Class 7, the stronger my feelings got. I told myself I had to hold my head up high no matter what came my way. My pride as a Crossbellan depended on it. I'll do whatever it takes to get us through tomorrow. To help us find the path that lies beyond. That goes for you too, Instructor. It's not over until it's over. So don't give up. Not even for a second. Yeah! Let's do it! Instructor Reen? Do you have a minute? It might have taken me a while to say this, but when all's said and done, I'm glad I came to the Empire. Glad I became a part of Class 7. The more time I spent with everyone, the branch campus, the instructors, the old Class 7, the stronger my feelings got. I told myself I had to hold my head up high no matter what came my way. My pride as a Cross Bellin depended on it. I'll do whatever it takes to get us through tomorrow. To help us find the path that lies beyond. That goes for you too, Instructor. It's not over until it's over. So don't give up. Not even for a second. Yeah! Instructor Reen! No worries. I'm just glad you're here. But what about everyone else? Are you sure it's okay meeting up with me like this? Hearing you say it like that is a little... Still, I've been preparing myself for this. Whatever your answer is, I'm ready to hear it. But before that, I wanted to apologize. After the tennis match, in the heat of the moment, I just unloaded all my feelings on you out of nowhere. I know you, Instructor Reen. Once I confessed, I knew you'd put all your effort into coming up with just the right response. I know it couldn't have been easy for you. I must have weighed you down with my feelings. I wish I could just brush it off as a joke, say I was just kidding or something. But I can't, because none of it was a joke. I meant it all. Every word. I like you, Instructor Reen. When I'm with you, I'm always home. Huh? Seriously? You're gonna come this far just to pull another one of your lectures on me? Of course you did. I mean, why wouldn't you? And I even kinda like that about you too. But... Ugh, come on! Fine. In that case, please, at least promise me this. Promise me you'll make it through tomorrow. I want you right there watching me when I graduate. And then, once that happens, we won't be teacher and student anymore. Don't worry. I can wait. No matter what happens, my feelings for you will never change. I promise. So beautiful. It's almost like they're all out there cheering us on from the sky. Right.